Nat, we often get asked what's the difference between Vidversity and a learning management system like Moodle. Can you explain a bit about that?
Yeah, well, the first thing I really want to get out there is we're not a learning management system. So, for anyone who says, oh, what's the difference? The first thing is we're not even the same thing. But what I explain is we're a video based tool. And let's say you've made a video to demonstrate how to use a fire extinguisher, or you're teaching something in a class and you've made a video. Most people then just deliver it in a learning management system, and it just sits there as one whole video, and you watch the video end to end, and then when you finish the video there might be quizzes or that sit around the video. We are the learning tool that sits in the middle. And what I mean by that is you take the video and you really add the learning design elements to it. Rather than it being a long video, you use Vidversity to chunk it into smaller chapters. And then inside the chapters you use Vidversity to add things that make it a much more meaningful learning experience. So if you were teaching how to use a fire extinguisher, there might be a one-pager that summarises the key points. Maybe you want that to pop up on the screen. You might want a quiz that the learner got it before they move to the next chapter. You embed the quizzes in there. You might have a glossary that outlines the key terms. Now, the great advantage about this is it doesn't sit in an LMS and all those things sit around it. They're embedded in the video. And the second component is, if you're not really familiar with learning design as such, just by washing it through Vidversity, automatically you're adding these design elements of chunking it up, interactions. You're making sure the learner has got a lot more access to all the material around that consolidates that learning in the video. So then when we get to a learning management system, there's two things that Vidversity can do. If you have a learning management system and that's where you want all your learners to go, whatever you've done in that middle bit, so you've got your video, your learning management system, us in the middle, you can wrap that in SCORM and put it in your learning management system. But if you don't want to use your learning management system or don't have one, we have a built-in one that's really simple, easy to use, and will deliver the video to your learners and give you really rich analytics to see how they've engaged with it. So we're not a learning management system, although we have one built in for people who don't have one. But if you do have one, we're compatible and agnostic to all of them. So I hope that explains. Liz, we get asked all the time, oh, are you a learning management system? We're not, but we sit really in between what I would say is the learning asset, the video, and the delivery. So I hope that explains it to you.
That's great. Thanks, Nat. And if anyone wants to find out more, we're always happy to meet with you on Zoom and take you through the platform in a bit more detail. Thanks, Nat.
Thanks.